Hey there, extraordinary treasurers. In this video, I'm going to show you the steps through a simple bank rec. The videos that follow this one will show you various ways to deal with irregularities and to fix missing and incorrect Jewel entries. We start by having our bank statement in hand. My remittance is done, all the bills are paid, checks are written in Jewel, budget allocations, any regular transfers have been made. Other than reconciling, I'm ready to close the month. My next step button will either say Reconcile or Print Monthly Reports. If my next step button says Reconcile, then I click on it. If it says Print Monthly Reports, I look down just below it and I click on Reconcile. The very first important thing to do is to enter the correct ending date. And I will usually glance at the date of the last bank rec, so I know I'm not skipping one. In this case, it says 8/31/20, where you see it circled. Now find the ending date on your bank statement. This particular statement that I'm using for this illustration calls it this statement, as opposed to last statement. Once you find it, enter it in the ending date box in Jewel. Some banks will use the last business day of the month as an ending date. In that case, always use the last calendar day of the month. We're using a September bank statement for this illustration, so the date should be 9/30/20. Jewel will have a date in that box, but don't assume it's correct, because it might not always be. Check it and change it if it's wrong. Next, verify that the beginning balance in Jewel matches the beginning balance on your statement. Your statement might call it opening balance. And then find the ending balance on your statement and enter it into the ending balance box in Jewel. It might be called closing balance or current balance on your statement. When you have finished entering the ending balance, tap the Enter key on your keyboard. These first three items, date, beginning, and ending balance, are usually found in the top section of the first page of the bank statement. This is an actual statement with the church information blocked out, but it can give you an idea of what it might look like on your statement. Before we move into the next step in reconciling, I want to set up a rule. Probably the second most common error in reconciling is to start by finding something in Jewel and then look for it on the bank statement. But this is the rule. Start with the bank statement. Always. Find a deposit or check on the statement, then go look for it in Jewel. It's like a tennis match, back and forth, back and forth. Find it on the statement, look for it in Jewel. So let's start with the deposits. Find the deposits on the bank statement. Sometimes they're combined with all the other transactions. Sometimes they have their own section. They may be called deposits or something like credits. This statement has the Adventist giving deposits right there with the others, but not all banks do that either. Once you find the deposit section on the statement, locate the first deposit. Next, look on the Jewel screen to see if it's there as well. If it is in Jewel, put a check mark in the box next to it in Jewel, and also put a pencil or pen mark next to that deposit on the statement so you know it's been cleared. The more systematic and precise you can be in this process, the better will be the result. Don't skip over. Don't get distracted. Be focused. Otherwise, you might lose your place and have to start all over again. Continue on through all the deposits. Find it on the statement, then look for it in Jewel. Do that until you have checked off all the deposits that are on the statement. If it's in Jewel but not on the statement, ignore it. Don't check it off. Next, find the checks and the withdrawals on the bank statement. Sometimes they're combined with all the other transactions. Sometimes they have their own section. Often the numbered checks and the electronic checks have separate sections, and sometimes they're called debits. Once you find the checks, locate the first check. Now look on Jewel to see if it's there. Now with checks, you want to verify the check number as well as the amount. If it is in Jewel, put a check mark in the box next to it, and also put a mark next to that check on the statement so that you know it is cleared. Continue on through all the checks and withdrawals. And as before, if it's in Jewel but not on the statement, ignore it. After you've gone through all the deposits and checks and withdrawals, and everything that's on the statement is checked off in Jewel, look at the amount marked Differences in the little box under the photo. If it has gone all right, the difference will be 0. When it says 0, you can celebrate by clicking on the green OK check mark in the top right corner. When the message pops up asking if you want to print, say yes, and then staple the printed reconciliation report to the back of your bank statement that you just reconciled. Drop it in your file folder labeled Bank Statements, and you are done. If you discovered various payments that are on the bank statement but were not in Jewel, you're going to want to watch the next video because that is what we're going to talk about.